So for anyone who has been following me since the beginning of this YouTube journey or has been following me on my Instagram handle knows that I'm a certified ground instructor and I teach a lot of new initial students that come in to become CPL holders. Well, also I have my own training academy in Mumbai, that is Maverick Aviation, and I'm associated with a couple of flying clubs where I teach ground subjects and I'm a senior instructor. Why I'm saying this is because a lot of you also ask me that how did I end up being a ground instructor and why did I choose this career path after doing my CPL and how much of course it pays. Well, in this video I'm exactly going to answer all of those questions for you. Also, if you're one of the aspiring pilots who's about to start their CPL training and aims to be a pilot in the near future, well, being a ground instructor is one of the best and rewarding jobs that you can do prior to getting into an airline. So go watch this video till the end. I'm going to explain briefly what it takes and what are the criteria, requirements, and of course in the end I'm going to talk about what is the salary of a ground instructor here in India. With that said, let's get started. Well, if you're new around here, my name is Shreyansh. I'm a commercial pilot and I make a lot of content which revolves around aviation, flying, my daily vlogs and everything to do with CPL here in India. So if you're an aspiring pilot or someone who's looking for information on that, do consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I put the next video. With that said, let's get started. Now first let me talk about what or who is a ground instructor. Okay. Now, in flying or when you join to be a commercial pilot license holder, you have two phases of your training. You have a ground phase where you do your ground training and learn about the different subjects, and then you have a flying training phase where you actually fly an aircraft and do the 200 hours that are required as per DGCA. Well, a ground instructor is one who you'll meet during your initial phase, that is your ground training phase. Now, what a ground instructor does, I mean, you can say it's a teacher. You know, he or she is a teacher who teaches you one of the many subjects that are there for your CPL training. Now for different subjects like navigation, technical, meteorology, regulations or RTR for that matter, mostly you'll have different ground instructors who are experts in their own subject. Well, for me, I teach air navigation and I have a pretty good hold over the subject as well. Similarly, if you want to be a ground instructor, you can do that right after your CPL. Now let's talk about what are the requirements for you to start working as a ground instructor in any of the many flying training organizations that are there in India. Well, when I started working, at that point DGCA had a requirement that anyone who was wanting to teach should have cleared that ATPL exam and not only CPL exams. Now, if you don't know, you have 3 ATPL papers, that is 2 for navigation and 1 for meteorology. Along with that, you have another 2 vivas to appear as well. Now, since my expertise was air navigation, I had to clear the ATPL exam first to officially log my hours, whichever I'm doing or whatever I'm teaching in class. But right now, DGCA has reduced it down to just having a CPL license. So if you have a CPL license, you can surely become a ground instructor and there are no other requirements apart from that you need to fulfill. Now I know hearing this, a lot of you want to switch this video off and just get your CPL, but guys, wait, that's not it. Now, in order to get a job, of course, you need to show that you have a good hold over the subject that you're willing or wanting to teach. So, of course, most of the flying clubs will take an interview where their panel will test your skills, your theory, how good you are at handling a class or something. Now, to talk about me when I started or when I wanted to be initially, the flying club I was working with was not very keen on putting me directly in a class of like 60-70 students. So I started teaching like around 13-14 students in my first or second month of working as one. And that's when I actually developed the skill of talking to students, knowing what they actually or how they actually want to learn and how to get a command over the class or my subject. And trust me, it's always so much better when you teach someone else because you're learning the same thing twice. That is the thing that I follow. And it helped me a lot in my career as well because at this point I'm really good at the subject I teach. And not only that, but you get to learn a lot from the students as well. Like there are some students who are really smart, they'll ask you so many things that you'll actually end up going home and studying yourself. So that is one really good thing that is there in being a ground instructor. Now, once I was good with teaching 14-15 students, that's when they put me to a class of around 60 students. And trust me, that experience was absolutely different from what I had done in the initial 3 to 4 months of my job. Teaching a class of 60 students made me realize that how difficult teaching is, because you have to constantly take care of everyone that is class from the first to the last bench, and 60 students who all are like 18 plus. It's difficult because when I started teaching I was just 21 years old, so my age group almost matched the people I was teaching. So it was difficult for me initially to take control over the class, but later on, as they knew that okay, I know my shit, basically it got much easier. It was fun because they could communicate more to me. So even if you are you're young, you finish your CPL, well, this is one of the best career paths that you can choose before you head on to an airline or get a job in an airline. Next, let's talk about what are the personal qualities that I think are vital for you for a ground instructor or in this particular profession. Well, I think number one is you should be really good at talking to a lot of people in front of you, which I was not. I was more on the introvert side, so it was difficult for me to actually put forward my views and whatever I wanted to say to a lot of people in front of me. So now that does not mean that you cannot if you're an introvert, that you cannot be a ground instructor. Well, but be ready to prep up yourself, be ready to make changes into yourself if you want to have a good successful career as a teacher. The next thing is that you should be a little tech savvy, since at this point in most of the flying clubs they use audio visuals, they use projectors, they use computers and everything. So it's good to be tech savvy. It's good for you to know this stuff, how to make PowerPoints, how to actually project them, how to use different softwares that are readily available right now. At this point, since we are doing all online training, it's important for you to know how to use Zoom, all the functions, or any other similar software for that matter. Also, a very important point of being a ground instructor is you should know how to take criticism, because there will, as I said, there will be a lot of students who are gonna be there, just to make a fool out of you. And there will be times when maybe you do not know everything that is asked out of you in the initial stages. So you should know that, okay, fine, it's fine at this point, I don't know, but you need to know how to tackle that situation, research more, study more yourself, and then be a better instructor and all. The next and one of the most important qualities that you need is to have confidence in yourself. Okay, now good confidence is good, but you shouldn't be overconfident, as I said earlier, that you know everything and literally have nothing to learn about. Okay, now aviation or anything for that matter, knowledge is infinite. Okay, you cannot always know everything, so there's something that's going to pop up, maybe some doubt. So your confidence or your way of tackling that situation, or studying and telling the student that okay, maybe I do not know this at this point, give me a day or two and I will come back to you on the same thing. So that confidence should be there. You shouldn't just freeze in front of the class and then just again make a clown out of yourself. The next thing that we are going to talk about is what is the further step after being a ground instructor. Well, in my previous video which I made over flight instructor, you can go check it out here. So if you're someone who's wanting to be a flight instructor, you can see that video. Briefly explained everything, all the requirements and how much cost you'll incur in order to be one. Similarly, also I've spoken about what are the different promotion levels. Here in being a ground instructor, same. You start as an assistant ground instructor initially, and then you can be a GI. You can also be a senior ground instructor. Further on, you can be the topmost, that is just like you have a CFI, that is a chief flying instructor in your flying department. You can be a chief ground instructor in your ground training department. Now, the chief ground instructor, the jobs are simple. He has to look after all of the subjects. As per DGCA requirement, you need 3 years of teaching experience in a flying training organization, as well as you need to have good command over at least 2 of the 4 subjects that you're teaching. So that are the requirements. Of course, your salary is going to increase as you go in different steps. At this point, I have the requirements to be a CGI, but as most of you know that I'm already selected in one of the airlines. So I don't want to restrict myself to being a CGI, because then I'll have to basically sit for a year or 2 in that particular institute. So I have not actually taken up that. So at this point, I'm a senior ground instructor, and that are the requirements that you need to be that you need to have in order to be a CGI. Now let's talk about what are the benefits. Now, the first and very important benefit of being a ground instructor is that you will be in touch with all of the subjects that are required for you to study during your airline interviews or during clearing your ATPL. I cleared my ATPL exams with ease just because I was teaching the subject myself, and I did not have to actually put in a lot of more effort in order to prepare for my vivas or for my theory exams. Next, they helped me a lot in my airline interview, because as I told you that I was more on the introvert side, it was difficult for me to face a panel and talk to them even when I was good at something. But teaching a a total of 60-70 students in a class, it makes you more confident about yourself. You can speak out much better, and that helped me a lot. Trust me, a lot. I'm exaggerating on this because that is what it is. It helped me a lot in my airline interviews to talk in front of a panel and to be confident while doing that. Alright, so I guess I have touched on most of the points. Now let's talk about the very important point that all of you are waiting for, that is the salary. So now talking about salary, I tell you my story, okay? When I started as a ground instructor, initially I was a pilot coordinator. So what does that mean? So I was taking care of all the admissions, looking after the students, their needs, their documentation and everything. So I was not actually teaching at that time because maybe where I was working initially, it was difficult for them to put such a young guy into the class and make them teach, because of course, as I said, I was 21 when I started working. Later on, when I actually started working, I was paid a certain amount. I was paid a basic salary at that time. If you want to know, it was somewhere around 25 to 30,000 a month. Okay, and this is 3 years back. After that, once I became a ground instructor and a senior ground instructor, at this point I'm paid by the hour. Okay, so every lecture that I take, I'm paid a certain amount for that. And more or less, a figure you can come across is like, I'm not talking about me, but in most of the flying clubs, they offer you a salary, and you can expect a salary of around 50 to 60,000 at least for a ground instructor. Of course, that comes after a while, and no one is going to put that right in front of you. Initially, you might be paid a little less, but once you become an asset from a liability, yeah, you're going to be paid more. Okay, so you can look around, that figure 50 to 55 to 60,000 easily, but that again comes with experience, and that comes with how many students are there in the flying club, what tier of flying club you have. Basically, if it's a good flying club, you can expect more. If it's a small flying club, you can expect less. But as I said initially, just take whatever you get, because the whole point for me was not making money at that point. The whole point for me was clearing my ATPL exams, which I did, and later on I loved teaching, so I stayed up. I also opened my own flying school. I opened my own flying training institute, that is Maverick Aviation. So also, if any one of you are looking for a good ground training institute and where you want to clear papers in one go, well, you can train with me at Mavericks. I'm one of the instructors. I have another instructors that help me out in the other subjects. You can also contact us right here. We love teaching, trust me. For me, teaching is something that comes from my heart. The main thing about here is to not make money, is to help as many people as possible at the most reasonable price that we can offer. So if you're someone who's looking to start your ground training, we have tie-ups with multiple flying clubs in India. We can get you started and you can have the best training possible right here. We're also doing online classes right now. So if you're someone who's looking for it, well, you can contact us here, or you can WhatsApp me on this particular number, and one of our counselors will get in touch with you. So I guess, guys, I've covered all of the points. If I have missed something, or if there's something that you guys want to know, please do leave it in the comments. I will try to answer most of you. Also, you can go and follow me on my Instagram handle and ask me your doubts over there. If you like this video, if this video helped you, please do hit the like button. Also, go and comment down below. It does make my day. With that said, we'll end this over here. Guys, also one thing, the situation out there is really critical, so I would suggest you to stay home, stay safe, so that you can start your training really quick and you do not have any issues in your medicals later on. So with that said, stay safe, stay home, and like I always say, guys, stay golden. Bye bye. See you in the next one.